Thank you for choosing Cedar Grove Composting as your food waste hauler. In this video, we will review what is accepted in the food waste container and can break down in our compost process. Starting with food. All food is accepted in the food waste container, including bones, shells, raw meat, dairy products, and post-consumer waste. If you can eat it, we can compost it. What we don't accept are any liquids or oil. This is because and can cause a spill when our drivers service the container, creating an environmental hazard. All liquids should be properly disposed of in the back of house dump areas, and oil should be disposed of through an oil recycling company. Next is food soiled paper. We accept all uncoated food soiled paper. This would be paper plates that do not have a shiny coating, napkins, paper towels, coffee filters, and greasy pizza boxes. It's important to note that we don't accept any paper towels with cleaning products or tissues. This is because cleaning products are antibacterial, which means they are meant to kill germs and bacteria. However, our composting process is a natural microbial process, and we need that good bacteria to help break down the food waste. In addition, we also do not accept tissues since they may contain bodily fluids, which is not accepted in the compost. Since neither of these items can go in the food waste bin to turn into compost, they should be put in the garbage or landfill bin. Lastly, we accept certified compostable packaging in the food waste container. It's important to note that not every school or business uses compostable packaging on site. If your business uses compostables, let's review what they should look like before putting them in the food waste bin. Washington State has passed a law that requires compostable packaging to have key identifiers that consumers, such as yourselves and composters like us, can easily identify that packaging items are certified compostable. First, these items have to be green, brown, or beige, or have a striping or band that is one of these three colors. This means that white or black compostable cutlery or straws is no longer accepted in the state of Washington. Second, these items have to say the word compostable. Any other wording such as biodegradable or plant-friendly is prohibited in the state of Washington. And finally, these items have to have a stamp of approval from a third-party certifier. This means that the item was tested by a third party to break down in a compost process. Now that we have reviewed what is accepted in the food waste container, let's review what is not accepted to break down in our compost process. The first and most common contaminant in the compost stream is plastic. This would include dense plastics such as jugs, bottles, and caps. Nor do we accept film plastics, which would be anything you can easily rip or tear such as plastic bags or snack wrappers. It's important to note that plastics can be found in a lot of materials. Something as small as fruit stickers will not break down in our compost process. Our second biggest contaminant that we do not accept is metal. All metal, such as aluminum cans and metal forks, will not break down in our compost process and should be put into recycling for the next best and highest use. Lastly, a contaminant that will not break down in our compost process and therefore is not accepted in the food waste container is glass. Glass, such as bottles or jars, are not only a contaminant, but is the hardest material to remove from our process since it can break into very small pieces. For this reason, we have a zero glass policy and will not service containers with glass, and will reject loads with glass present in order to safeguard our stream, so that it doesn't end up in our final product. Keep in mind that everything put into the food waste bin will be transformed into nutrient-rich compost that will go back into the community in so many ways. As a recap, we accept all food in the food waste bin, including bones, shells, and raw meat. Next is food soiled paper products, including uncoated paper plates, napkins, paper towels, and greasy pizza boxes. And if your school or business uses compostables, we also accept compostable packaging that follows the Washington State labeling and testing requirements. To learn more about the benefits of composting, click on our next video called Why Recycle Organics?